All right, so it's another edition on the DGC Sportscast, and today we'll be talking about African teams, particularly Cote d'Ivoire. Well, we have learned that Cote d'Ivoire lost to Norway by 2-1, and some people have a lot of things to say about it. But mine is coming from a place of concern. I think African teams, African countries, as far as football is concerned, need to come and sit down and have a real conversation. Ivory Coast were paired against Norway, and I expected them to qualify against Norway simply because of this. Norway don't have the experience that the Ivorians have. Ivorians are regulars as far as the World Cup is concerned, and they played without a spirit, especially after they equalized. What a beautiful goal from Ahmad, by the way, contender for goal of the tournament. But afterwards, they just shrunk. They started defending. They lost confidence. And this always keeps happening. I remember in 2010, Nigeria played against Greece. And Greece completely outplayed Nigeria in that game. You cannot tell me that a country that has been playing football actively, going to international competition actively for years, you go and meet a team that is not as experienced as they are, and then they start fumbling. Nigeria faced Jordan the other day, some time ago, and then they played a 2-2 draw. The same Jordan that everybody is beating the nonsense out of. Look at how Sweden thrashed Tunisia in the World Cup. African teams really need to sit up. I don't know if it's because we have gone past the stage of poor quality of players. We used to give those excuses. But most of those even teams in Europe, look at teams like Germany. Imagine if it was a Nigerian team that faced Germany, or an African team that faced Germany. Probably, they would have lost. But you see this Paraguayan side, they don't even have those big names. They just have regular players who are ready to match toe-to-toe with anybody. Look at Colombia. I think the most prominent name in Colombia is James Rodriguez, and he's 34 years old. And then they match toe-to-toe with Portugal, a far better Portugal side, pound for pound, player for player. So, what is the problem with our football? What is the problem? Why is it that when we get to the international stage, we always seem to fumble? Why is it that when we play against Oyibo, look at Czech Republic, how they were removed out of the competition. But fix a friendly match now, and you will see players will be fumbling. What is really the problem? Because it's no longer the case of players. Most of our players in Africa, they are based in Europe. There was a time that Ivory Coast had the likes of Yaya Toure, Kolo Toure, Bakary Kone, Salomon Kalou, names that were playing in the big leagues. Keita, that used to play for Barcelona. But when they come to play as a team, you see them struggling. Our African teams really need to sit up. We need to step up our game. We need to stop showing respect. Look at what Morocco did to Netherlands. Everybody knows that the Netherlands have an average side. But that was very evident when they played against the Moroccans, because the Moroccans did not show any form of respect to them. It was actually the Netherlands that were playing defensive football against them. How can you equalize against Norway and all of a sudden you just peg yourself back to the defense and then pack the bus? After scoring such a fine goal, we really need to sit up. We really need to sit up as a continent. Yes, it's a good tournament. 9 out of 10 teams qualified for the round of 32. But now 2 have gone. And we don't know the fate of the rest. So African teams really need to sit up. They need to show that they have the mettle, the quality to match those Europeans. They don't have better players. This is not the days of the Xavis and the Iniestas. They don't have those superior players anymore. They just have players who are ready to play. And we must be ready to play. This is the DGC Sportscast. Bye for now.